Introducing the Greenhouse with your host, Biggs or Gold. Hello.
Hello! As you can tell, Biggsy isn't here, even though I got a cheeky hello off him right in the beginning. Haha, as you can tell, I am not the editor. I am the knowledge. This is Dozy, hosting episode. Sorry, that's two rows. Get your words out and spit. Episode 17 of The Greenhouse, where we run through AEW Dark and AEW Dark Elevation. So, anyway, as you know, Biggsy did it last week, and because I'm doing it this week, he'll be doing it next week. Keep an eye out on the channel. We are the Real Wrestling Show blog, and let's kick it off with Elevation, which was match number 1 was Rio versus Helico Risk. Stiff running butt to the face in the corner by Risk. Nice DDT by Risk. Double knees by Rio. Rio wins. Rio man of the match. Build match for Rio. Upcoming title shot. Nice outing by Risk, but too much like butt shaking from her. Like she was like I said, she was quite impressive. But then with all the butt shaking and all that, it kind of like makes me like, well, you're not impressed by that in a wrestling ring, you? You know, a strip club maybe, but anyway. Next we've got Brock Anderson's son, Dustin Rhodes and Lee Johnson versus Avalon, JD Drake and Benoni. Nice pump handle all the way slam by Cesar, very unique. A botch spine buster by Brock on JD. Looked absolutely shit. Among a lot of botches Anderson did in this match. Dustin hits a neck breaker. Nightmare Family win. Benoni man of the match for me. Nice lineup of talent, as in like they matched up well. You might not have known who would win, like type thing. But Brock, like I'm a big fan of Brock Anderson. He's been good in most of his outings, but this one he was terrible. Sorry to say. I know I'm not a professional wrestler, so I can't say too much because I can't obviously do it. But I know why in the ring is supposed to look good and what doesn't, and unfortunately didn't look great in this match. No storyline either, but you know, it is what it is. Match number 3, Brian Pillman Jr. versus Serpentico. Jackhammer gets 2 count for Pillman. Looked really weird him doing a jackhammer, gotta be fair. Like he did the move right, it's just, I don't know. Swanton gets 2 for Serpentico. Springboard clothesline gets the win for Pillman. Pillman man of the match, decent match, nice lineup. 2 tags in singles as well, you know, like because you got Chaos Project and the Varsity Blondes. The only problem is, as I said, when Serpentico is in a match now, unless he's fighting somebody proper green, then you know he's going to lose. Next up, we had QT donated his boot he wore at All In to Planet Hollywood, where he used to work, a promo. Next up, we had match number 4, which is Aaron Solo, Nick Camarato, QT, and Anthony Ngogo. These Tony Vincita, JD Munez, Baron Black, and Sean Hoodrich. Ogogo gets his own entrance, big entrance for his return. Backbreaker top rope stomp combo by Nick and Solo was nice. Ogogo challenges Baron Black to get in the ring, then hits a nice Olympic slam, fair play. Pop-up KO by Ogogo, the factory win, Ogogo man of the match. Build for the return of Ogogo, decent match, quite entertaining to be fair. I quite like Anthony and Gogo, and they're not like shoving him down our throats, which is cool. Next up, we have match number 5, which is Emi Sakura, Bernie versus Mizunami and Abaddon. Nice butterfly suplex by Sakura while being intimidated by Abaddon. Leg drop DDT by Abaddon was beast. Finish, Abaddon and Mizunami win. Sakura, very entertaining match. Sakura was the man of the match, I meant, sorry. Very entertaining match. Nice lineup. Good push for Abaddon. Gave her a bit more of a comedic character in that as well. But I did like it. It was a very entertaining match. Match number 6. We had Brandon and Brent Tate versus Jurassic Express. Tate Brothers, I'm not sure of it, but I'm sure they're Dalton Castle's young boys from ROH. I'm sure of it. I haven't researched that, I'm just guessing. If not, they remind me of them. Flip out assisted powerbomb by Jurassic Express. Jurassic Express win. Jungle Boy man of the match. Decent match. Good build for Jax, keeping him in the number 1 spot for the tag titles or whatever. But nothing too much to talk about. Then we had your Elevation main event of the evening, which was the Acclaimed versus Sean Dean and Carly Bravo. Sit out spinebuster and top rope splash by Dean and Bravo. Mic drop by the Acclaimed. Acclaimed win. Cast the man of the match. Pointless squash match. 2 minutes long. And like Sean Dean's recently been picking up a few victories, I felt that this completely squashed his momentum. He didn't need to be in this match. Carly Bravo, fair enough, but someone else. And why was it the main event when it was only going to be 2 minutes long and a squash match again? But yeah, I mean, overall, it was a decent show. I'd say, yeah, it was okay. The women shone more than the men in this one, to be honest. Anyway, let's move on to Dark. Gotta say as well, again, this week, nice one, Tony, fuck Vince, and screw Biggs, because my shows were slightly shorter. Match number 1 was Lee Moriarty versus Mysterioso. Nice arm capture belly to belly by Lee, gets a 2 count. Discolor or weird lighting during this match kind of made the screen look a little bit pink, or it might have just been where I was watching it. Flatlining DDT by Lee. Lee wins. Lee man of the match. Decent match. Nice build for Lee. Lee looking very impressive. Match number 2 was Leo Rush versus Rayo. Rayo's AEW debut. Rush, nice middle rope tope cedar. Frog splash by Rush. Rush wins. Rush man of the match. Nice debut for Rayo. Nice outing for Rush. Storyline, because Taz was talking smack on commentary. I've written maybe Dante screws Team Taz in the Battle Royale. That'll be in, might be some story, I'm not sure. Match number 3. Surprise, surprise. Angelica Risk versus Brandy Rhodes is back. New music for Brandy. Nice roll through Indian Deathlock by Risk. Leg capture neck crank by Brandy, a new submission move. Brandy wins. Brandy man of the match. Another decent outing by Risk. I do like Angelica Risk. Brandy looked good on her return. Decent match. Match number 4. Mizunami versus Sakura. Set to the head by Mai Zaruga while the ref is distracted. Sakura hits a roll up. Sakura wins. Sakura man of the match. Sakura and Zaruga attack Mizunami after the match. Rio makes the save. It was an okay match. Good to see like a New Japan Pro Wrestling style match on international TV or American soil, whatever you want to put it. And on Dark as well, so quite nice, I thought. Match number 5. Anthony Ogogo versus Baron Black. Nice backbreaker by Ogogo, then a couple of scoop slams. Nice exploder by Black, gets a 1 count. QT distracts the ref. Ogogo pokes eyes and hits the Olympic slam. Ogogo wins. Ogogo man of the match. Decent match. Nice lineup again. Because Ogogo is still very green, you've got to remember. And Baron Black's been around the block on Dark now. And he's been quite impressive in his outings. So a good outing by both of us I've written here. So yeah, decent. Match number 6. Joey, Marty and Richard King versus Spears and Wardlows. I've written the Green Wins debut. Green Wins go for running Hurricanrana, but Wardlow counters with a powerbomb Powerbomb symphony continues. Spears tags in and literally gets the pin after Wardlow does all the match. Does all the work. Wardlow and Spears win. Wardlow man of the match. Typical storyline they've been doing with Spears and Wardlow. Squash match, but at least it's going somewhere. Quite entertaining, I suppose. Spears is playing that character as Big C's picked up on the last week's Greenhouse, and I'm sure we spoke about. I'm really enjoying his sneakiness in it. Match number 7, we had Fuego del Sol versus Luke Samson. Samson making his AEW debut. When they announced the match and they go the next match, there was like literally no picture for either person, which I thought was quite funny. Fuego gets caught coming off the top with a nice choke slam by Samson. Nice half Nelson slam by Samson. Leaping neckbreaker by Fuego was cool. Off the top rope tornado DDT. Then a leaping stomp. Fuego wins, but I went with Samson man of the match. Good match. Dark proving to be paying off with a match like this, being like Fuego del Sol was normally the guy that would be coming out that you would expect to lose every time to like the established or the more known talent, and now Fuego is the more known talent beating the green one, so proves Dark is coming along. Match number 8, we got Kakoa, Omka and JT Dunn. This is Dante, Hobbs and Starks Team Taz. Big height on the Tope O Heroa by Dante. Springboard moonsault. Team Taz win. Dante man of the match. Squash match. Bit of a storyline. It was okay. Shivani in ring interview after the match. Stark says Leo's broke. Mentally and pocket wise. Leo interrupts. He's going to make sure that Team Taz won't win the Battle Royal and they will feel the rush. Match number 5 was match number 9 was Sofia Castillo versus Thunder Rosa. It was Sofia's AEW debut. Boston Crab into a reverse power pendulum by Thunder Rosa was nice, showing her veteran skills. Modified DVD, although I think she just kind of like botched it a little bit, but then made it look cool. Then the Peruvian necktie. Thunder Rosa wins. Thunder Rosa man of the match. Just a build match for Thunder Rosa on the TBS title tournament. Not a bad debut for Sofia. She sold well. And yeah, it was a decent match, I suppose. Tony in-ring interview with Thunder Rosa, interrupted by Mark Sterling, saying he's got a message. Jade isn't here. Oh, I don't believe you. What do you know? Jade pops up from behind, bangs Thunder Rosa out, introducing my Jack and Cloak for the first time in this blog, even though I've almost ran through it all. Yeah, a good storyline, but pretty obvious what was going to happen to me. But again, it's free on Dark, innit? So next up, we've got Dark's main event of the evening, which was Aaron Solo versus John Silver. Again, a nice little lineup to people which grew on Dark. Like a year and a half ago, this would have been opening the show and we wouldn't have really known who they were. So, and now they're the main event of Dark, and we know exactly who they are, and they're regularly on Dynamite, so it's cool. Aaron Solo versus John Silver. I haven't written much. It was a good match. Nothing spectacular. Spin Doctor. Silver wins. Silver man of the match. Bill for Silver going into the match of his life against Bryan Daniel in his hometown on Dynamite. It was a decent match. Tony comes in the ring for an in-ring interview, as he has done for the last 3 matches or 2 matches. Silver says he's hungry for vegan meat, aka Bryan Danielson. So yeah, that was Elevation. That was Dark. I have been Dorsey. This is the Greenhouse, episode 17. Check out the Real Wrestling Show Dash blogs channel for any videos we may drop. Loads of videos we've already got up there if you haven't seen already, and we will be back, me and Big Z. I'll probably be on a little puny screen doing the Real Wrestling Show Dash Blog. Thank you to anybody who likes, shares, watches. Peace peeps, and if you are watching this, share to a wrestling fan. Again, look at the beginning of the page. We got the friends of mine. If you do need to talk, chat, post, whatever, go on there, check it out. Peace peeps, and we'll catch you later on in the week.